This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, Casanova, I don't know if this is like a breaking news in the case or what's going on, but there's a Miami strip club incident that happened, and it says a few days ago, reports surfaced regarding Casanova is looking at possibility of life in prison following his arrest after last month. I didn't know he was following life. I thought it was more like 10 to 20 years. But the Brooklyn rapper was charged with various, racketeering, connections to taking people's lives, weapons, for all kinds of stuff. And, a strong connection to the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. Okay. So this week, more information came out. His $2.5 million bail was denied. A lot of people pulled together money to try to get him so he could come home and still feed his family while he fought this, which is honorable to have friends like that. I mean, it's risky, but their friends love him so much that they would risk the money, because some people might run under them circumstances, you got to think about that. But, those people love him so much that they're probably willing to just lose it if they, just because they loved him, and that says everything. So he has people really in his corner, which is good and important for somebody that is locked up. It seems like he made a lot of mistakes having the wrong people around him. That's what I mean, not meaning he did anything. Meaning he had the wrong people around him, and he was he was already in jail before. So you don't want to have that around you, especially as a rapper where you already got, police looking to do something to you. So anyways, the Southern District of New York courts believes Casanova's his life is in danger. Those near to him could do life in prison, and they want to tie up any loose ends that could possibly have him working with the government. So they're scared of him cooperating. And don't forget, there's that interview. I can understand why they're saying that, because there's that interview where he said, I can't blame Tekashi for doing what he did, being a millionaire and this, don't want to do that much time. I don't think Casanova is bred like that, though, but I think he was just saying that because Tekashi wasn't from that life. Casanova is from that life. Casanova, they say he won't be coming home anytime soon. The government's declining to accept his team's cash and houses as leverage. Let's see. He'll have a situation to come home in time. He might get the minimum of 20 years if he doesn't speak at all. Brooklyn was in Miami taking pictures and received a text message from a local person about throwing up the wrong sign. Paperwork soon said their response to the text Casanova on Jarrett Joyce iPhone saying you're gonna die tonight. So he had some incident in Miami, and he was in Miami taking pictures and received a text message from a local person about throwing up the wrong gang sign. Moments later, that same person who sent the warning to him was popped in the stomach and bragged, and then this person bragged about the incident. And he had received text messages on his phone about this whole thing that happened in New York while he was in Miami. And they say he instigated the whole situation and opens up a more serious case that he was involved in this person passing. That's spooky. So there, a lot of people. I've saw a lot of people talk about this. That you can't talk about criminal activities being a rapper, especially on text messages, because you could be linked into something that you had nothing to do with. Maybe Casanova was just responding to the person. Who knows why he responded to the person? Why he was receiving these text messages? Maybe he was just brushing this person off, didn't want to deal with that at the time. He was probably in a club or something. And then all of a sudden you're roped into this whole thing and you're looking at 20 years. That's spooky, man. Now, I'm also curious what Jay-Z's going to do in this situation because he's out of Rock Nation. Are they going to hire a lawyer for him, the right lawyer that can help him, get out of this situation, or at least get the best situation for himself? I don't know. It's really early to tell, but I will keep you updated on that because that's spooky. And sorry to be chopped up over this. I'm just I'm trying to communicate it to you the best way possible because the way it's written down and reported is confusing. Next up, Trey Songz. So he was at a football game. He was at the Kansas City game, right? And somehow, he's sitting there in the stands. I guess a cop tried him in the stands. It looks like you can watch it on if you go to TMZ.com, they have the footage. And Trey Songz ends up putting this officer casually in a headlock. Because I'm sure the officer, who knows, maybe he was trying to grab him up or something. Maybe Trey Songz was telling him, yo, I don't know what you're talking about. Doesn't seem like Trey Songz went to a football game to get into an altercation with police. I'm sure they either started with him or one of his friends, and maybe he spoke up for them, and they told him to be quiet, and he probably said no. It could be something so simple like that. And then maybe they tried to grab him up, and he defended himself. They say you're not supposed to do that, but we're in weird times right now, And I wouldn't blame him, for kind of doing that. You shouldn't, but it might have been a reflex, So should Trey Songz be punished for this? I don't know. We got to get the details. I would say probably not already because Trey Songz doesn't seem like a super aggressive person. This is I don't know. Yeah, everyone's calling him a legend online, but I don't want to see him get into trouble. I think he has a child, he has a family. Come on, man. He's a pretty peaceful person. I don't know, man. Sunday at a Kansas City Chiefs game. It's you can't go anywhere anymore. So we'll have to get more information on this because, obviously, people just, some people that were witnesses there said that, the cop was being real extra. Sounds about right, because, if you don't just, bow down to certain cops, not all of them, they go a little crazy, man. They take things out of control, and it escalates. And I think that's where, you see Trey Songz just defending himself. It was not like he was doing anything crazy. He was just got the guy in a little chokehold, holding him up for a second, so he chilled out. Hopefully he gets out of the situation. MASE is back, but he's back as a pastor. He did his virtual Go Church Q&A 2 weeks ago. He's the new pastor there. I don't think you're going to be hearing any raps from MASE anytime soon. I don't know if it would mesh with him going back as being a pastor. But salute to MASE. Go check it out. I already watched that first one. He's very he's a powerful speaker. I'll say that. He is. He's a good pastor. You can't deny it. Does just as good as any other pastor, So he's good. Hey, he's good with words as rapping, and he's good with words as a pastor. Salute to MASE. You still want that album, though, and we're still going to call you off for not dropping that album, though. That's for sure. You said 3 years ago we were going to get an album. Didn't get it. Smash that like button. I appreciate you guys. I'll check you guys in the next one. I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you stay focused this week. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay focused on just being a better person this week. You don't have to just make your dreams come true. Just make your life a little bit better. Work out a little bit, read a little more, and get out there and try to, something that's not right in your life, try to fix it. Whether it's a broken relationship. Don't let ego get in the way of relationships with your family, friends, and just loves, people you just love. Don't let ego get in the way. put your differences aside and try to make it work. Don't be stubborn. Don't be stubborn. Holding that in and putting energy into that, it's not worth it. I had to learn to let a lot of things go the past 6 months. My neighbors are crazy. I have crazy neighbors that bother me. I mind my business. They're on my cameras talking, doing stuff. I just ignore it now, because you know what? It's just not worth it. Whatever's going on in their life and they're miserable, I'm not going to let that infect me. There's already something out here that's infecting everybody, and we're trying to stay away from that. I don't need my neighbors being part of the problem too. So I'm going to park that over there. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. I really don't care anymore. I've made peace with it. Working out helps with that kind of stuff too, I got to say. So, make peace with yourself this week. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Check you guys in the next one. Thank you again. Smash that like button.